things. Listen to damn, cause I'm neat. You're the punk rock bumble while you shuffle your feet. Life in the fast lane, guarantee to win in a rap race. Speeding down my wall, I've been stuck in a bad place. Fat face, sugar in the gas tank, sucking on my tailpipe. My pace, nothing to gain, no one to blame. It's always the same. You can't contain or run my game, the deeper the fame. With the one paid, with the roof, I'm never amazed that I can die happily while you screaming my name. Yeah. Take the mask off. I think you know what I'm after. If you wanna get in, baby, give me the password. Let's go faster. Why does it always feel like I only go backwards? Got patterns, no way to escape this. Eyes wide shut, someone hit me with lace again. Take this, fake it or make this. Feeling go away, you're in love with the fame. Feeling lonely, no one to call myself a now I'm over the homies. That every kid.
So just about set now. Our starter in this one, Tanner Houck. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. First offering, and it just misses. One out, bases empty. Swings and misses, and one down below the zone.
1-1.
There's a swing and a drive. And that's going to bang against the wall. Around second is Jazz. Relay throw to third. He is safe. It's a triple. Just missed out on the homer. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. That's in for a strike.
With a runner at third, this is who they want at the plate. He's so good at getting a run across in these situations.
Outside low, and the count is 1-1. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now it's Max Muncy. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one. And that's downstairs and outside.
1-1.
And a foul ball. 2 outs. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. No score yet, but a runner at third with 2 away. And now 2-2.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. The tying run is in to score from third. And it's off the Green Monster. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
comes through with the RBI. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent.
Bregman to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Back inside Fenway Park. And on the hill in this one, Max Fried. What do you have on him, Chris?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
And the batter now, Jarren Duran. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And that's fouled off. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball is going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Throw to first, in time to get him. One away in the strikeout. Here's Tyler O'Neill.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that junk.
And that's in there for strike one.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Jazz tosses to first, and O'Neill is retired. And here is Dingerz. And that one finds its way through. And that keeps the inning alive. Now he'll turn for second. Well, he thought about two, but he's back to first safely.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Swings through that one for strike two.
0-2.
Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. And a foul ball. And ball one.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
On the ground. Hampson on to first. Third out. Back in Boston. New inning getting started. And the batter now, Pavin Smith. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Durant hauls it in for the out. One down. Patrick Bailey stepping in now for the Yankees. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. And a big swing and a miss.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position. And that's what he does. The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it on to first. Gets the out. Two down after the strikeout. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. That clips the corner. Swing and a ground ball. Over to Diaz. And that's the third out. We head to the bottom of the second. And now Rob Refsnyder. Max Fried will go to work. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Refsnyder, 33 years old, and he's a native of South Korea. Out to short. Throw on to Santana. And a quick out, number one. Yandy Diaz now. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Waste no time there. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Now it's Alex Bregman. Hampson. Over to Jazz. There's one. On to Santana. Two. Top half of the third inning. Here's Garrett Hampson. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. So the batting order turns over. Aaron Judge stepping in now for the Yankees. Fair ball. And this ball's going to wind up out of play. So a big-time costly mistake there. Jazz Chisholm Jr., the next to hit. 1 for 1. He tripled in his first trip. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Just missed.
Inside. Be safe.
That one is blasted left field towards the monster, and it hits off the monster. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Stanton in the box now. No balls and a strike. Just missed. That's off the mark, and it's 2-1. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Oh, great stop. Throw to first. There's one. And he beats it. He's safe. Max Muncy at the dish. Doubled in his first AB. That's outside. 1-0. Late on that fastball.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Next offering is fouled back. And a swing and a miss. 2 down. Here's the left fielder, Brent Rooker. Grounded out his first time. That one fouled off. And Newcomb fires. That misses.
1-1.
And that's ball 1. 2 outs with a runner at third. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 1-2. On the ground to third. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Tyler Stevenson. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Now it's the second baseman, Christian Campbell. First pitch just misses.
1-0.
Foul ball there. Stevenson gets his lead at first with nobody out. Hit in the air, center field. Judge has it sized up. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Back to the top of the lineup. So stepping in for Boston, Jarren Duran. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there and have a...
Runner takes off, cut on and missed.
0-2.
Throw to second, tag, and they got him. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. 2 out, space is empty. And he hits a ground ball right side. Oh, what a stop. Throw to the pitcher. It's there, and that's a great play. Back now at Fenway. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Pavin Smith. Newcomb back to work. And a rope into center field, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
He was all over that one. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
The pitch. This one in the air, right field. He's got it, and there's one down. And next for New York, Carlos Santana. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. That's inside. Ball one. You know, Singy, they talk about Red Sox Nation, but there is something to that because the Boston Red Sox aren't just about Boston or Massachusetts. It's that whole New England area. So you're talking about Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Northern Connecticut. There's a whole segment of the country that is locked in on the Boston Red Sox pitch to pitch throughout the summer.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
First and second, one out. Garrett Hampson stepping in now for the Yankees. That's through there for a strike.
They travel really well, and I think Red Sox fans are sprinkled all over the country.
Two on, one out. Missed with a changeup. And a count 1-2. Yankees up by 3. In the dirt, blocked. Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. Smith up to third on the wild pitch. It's Aaron Judge now.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the...
Brings it in for the third out. Back here in Boston, bottom 4, and now it's going to be Tyler O'Neill. He's 0 for 1. And it's fouled away.
You know, these Red Sox, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Tosses to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Chisholm makes the grab. 2 down.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there.
All over that one right there. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Chisholm on his way over, and that is that. Back here at Fenway, ready now for the 5th inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Up the middle, Campbell. Slings to first. 1 away here in the 5th. And here is Giancarlo Stanton. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Caught out and missed. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Now the left fielder, Brent Rooker. Back to first, and he's safe. That one is absolutely belted. Back there. Out of here. A 2-run homer, and they add a pair. It's 5-zip. Now, Pavin Smith. And foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Close one, doesn't get the call. Gonna count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one missing inside.
Sometimes you got to fight to get back into an at-bat. Take some tough pitches, even out the count.
Got him swinging. And we're back here at Fenway Park. And now the first baseman, Yandy Diaz. He swings and fouls one off.
You know, these Red Sox definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Slings it across, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. Bregman now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Swings through that one.
Man, that was pretty gross right there. So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for them at times.
And a couple of quick outs. 2 down, bases empty. Now a chance for Tyler Stevenson. 1 for 1 with a single so far. In the dirt, and it's 1-0. Swings and chases a low one there. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss, and the count 1 and 2.
1 and 2's the count.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. Back here at Fenway Park, all set for the top of the 6th. And now the switch hitting catcher, Patrick Bailey. That one drilled left field. Into the monster seats and gone. He'll circle the bases, and they add a run. It's 6-0. And up next for New York, Carlos Santana. That's down and in.
So, Boog, you went to college in this town. What was it like for you being a college student and having the opportunity to bounce over here to Fenway Park and see some games?
Yeah, in fact, 1990, a couple of college classmates and I, we were in college. We bought standing room tickets, and then the next night got a chance to see the Red Sox clinch the East against the White Sox in that sliding catch in the corner by Tom Verdansky. The Red Sox would end up losing to the Oakland A's in the playoffs, but that's one of the things that I'll think about in terms of memories from going to college and going to Fenway. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So the lineup flips over. Aaron Judge stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Foul ball. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Out to short. Over to first. Judge out of the play. Out number 3. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for Boston, Christian Campbell. Base knock center field. So now back to the top of the order.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing.
And runner on the go, and that is out of play. Campbell on at first, nobody out. Hit on the ground, might be two. Flips it, there's one. Over to first, double play.
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there, and his infielders took care of business. Pretty textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. Judge going back on it. He brought it back. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the wave of star players in MLB or the wave around this ballpark?
The wave around the ballpark.
I think it's a little outdated. I'm more of a Thundersticks guy.
And that's not outdated. Swing and a miss. 0-1. You also had the pleasure of going over and hitting and taking batting practice at a big leaguer's house. Who was that?
Yeah, Willie McGee, one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Not
in the Hall in your neighborhood.
Yeah, his folks live right down the street from me, and that's where his batting cage was. I used to look out of my backyard down the hill and just dream of one day maybe being able to go over and hit.
Reaching down, makes the catch. Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's Rafael Devers. Free, back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
0-2.
On the ground, right side. Chisholm. On to first. And one away in the bottom of the 7th. Jorge Soler up at the plate. 1 for 2. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
No, that's a foul ball.
One down, base is empty. And they'll do it again. Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game. And now the right fielder, Rob Refsnyder. Out towards left center. Judge getting an angle on it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. We're at the top of the 8th. Here's the left fielder, Brent Rooker. And first offering is fouled off. Right side. Refsnyder settles under this one. Makes the grab, 1 down. Pavin Smith stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 3. That one the other way. And a base hit.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
And now here is Patrick Bailey. Duran calls it in, 2 away. So up next, Carlos Santana. On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Bottom of the 8th, and here's the first baseman, Yandy Diaz. Swinging a foul straight back. Red Sox fans are frustrated, no question. in the dirt. Throw on to Santana. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Here's Alex Bregman. Strike one.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Puts a bunt down. And they get Bregman for the out. And now the catcher comes up to him. Tyler Stevenson. Swinging a foul straight back. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that bunt goes foul. It's a strikeout. And we're back. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now it's the shortstop, Garrett Hampson. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. He'll touch them all. It's 7-0. Here comes Aaron Judge. And first offering is fouled off. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the 9th. Judge rips that one way back there. And that one is off the wall. And Aaron Judge cruising into second. He's got a double. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep. Picks himself up an RBI. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Stanton stands in now and watches strike one. That one ripped. Durant makes the grab, one away. So a man aboard. Here comes Max Muncy. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. A massive home run. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add on. It's 10-0. Swings and blasts one deep to left center onto the track, and he makes the catch. Pavin Smith stepping in now for the Yankees. Durant ranging back. Pulls it in on the warning track. So bottom of the 9th. Step.
When I first met you, baby, everything I knew wasn't any brighter than a shade of blue. Your blue eyes and brown hair, how could I resist? The color of your stare, it doesn't compare. Times were better when I was still there. I was better when I was still there. Now keep this feeling close to me, but I think I lost my mind. 11 months of the same routine, keeping up this facade of mine. I'm gonna buy you some roses, baby, and then we're gonna get real. Pretty soon I'll be talking my rhythm, so I can keep running in my mind. Now will you provide your family with groceries? Is that too much? Too much? Said I love you, babe. Real love, yeah. Real love is buying groceries for your family.
You don't want the lights on, but I don't want the same. I wanna see the lights on. When you look so good, look so fine, baby, you just blow my mind. Baby, you're the last thing that's playing on my mind. When I go to sleep tonight, baby, you'll be there in my head. You can keep me up all night. You light my fire, baby. I feel it burn
Yeah. 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 City going up.